Hey guys, good evening. This is Brianna with Norgaladine Designs. I am coming on here because I've had several people ask me what sublimation is, what the sublimation process. So I want to kind of give you a brief description on what I do with my sublimation. So sublimation is using a special kind of paper and ink that will fuse the ink into the fabric and actually makes it a permanent part of the fabric to make it nice and smooth. It's not like heat transfer vinyl where you can still feel the edge of it. This is actually melted into the fabric, so it's a permanent part of it. So with that being said, you also have to have a certain kind of fabric for it. It has to be, they recommend like a 90% or higher polyester count. So like when I do my tumbler slings and stuff like that, I use a 100% polyester waterproof canvas, and that allows me to sublimate. Going from there, the printer that I use the Epson 15000 Eco Tank. When you buy it brand new, you can use it as a regular printer or you can use it as a sublimation printer. But if you're going to be using it as a sublimation printer, then you have to make sure that you put sublimation ink in it at the very beginning when you buy the printer. If it already has regular ink in it and you try putting sublimation ink in it, it will not work. So like I bought mine off of Amazon for about $700 plus tax and all that fun jazz. And it comes with regular ink, so I just set that aside to use with my other Epson EcoTank printer. And then I used my sublimation ink that I bought, and I put that in there when I set up my printer. So the ink that I use is the Hippo brand. So this is what it looks like. And I love this ink, one, because it has the exact same nozzles as the EcoTank regular ink nozzles. So you can just tip it into the ink tank and it'll just boop, 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 into the color, so you don't have to like transfer the ink to a different container or have like a special nozzle or whatever. This already comes with it, so which makes it perfect. And then I use the HTV RONT, so RONT sublimation paper. I mostly use the sub B paper because I use it the most for my tumbler slings and things like that, but I also have the regular letter size paper as well. But the sub B paper is 19 inches long by 13 inches wide, and that's perfect for when I do my slings. So those are the things that I use. And then when you print for sublimation, you want to make sure that your image is flipped. So when you're looking at your image, it should look backwards, because when you press it onto your fabric or whatever, it will then be looking at you correctly. So it's like when you do HTV, you want to make sure you mirror the image onto when you print it, so that when you press it into the fabric, it's not going to be backwards, if that makes sense. So those are that's what sublimation is. That's how I use my process of it. So I hope to explain things to you better. And I am going to be working on getting my tutorials done, hopefully throughout this week. I'm going to be kind of doing like a sew along. So it's going to be like 3 different days of tutorials on how I do my tumbler slings. I'm going to start with the wider front pocket because that's the one I get the most questions on. And then I'll be doing the other ones as well. So you guys can keep following my channel and turn on those notifications so that you know when I upload a new video. And yeah, I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much.